So you've got some insurance or some form of financial product in play. You must be, if you like every other client out there, you often get confused about who's responsible for what. You've got an advisor involved, you've got the product provider involved, and obviously you're involved. So there's a bit of confusion about who does what. So I just want to spend some time today to sort of outline that, the value of, I guess, an advisor when it comes to the advice process for you, and just talk about some of the flow-on effects of that. The first component is obviously you at the centre of all this. It's you've got a problem that you're trying to fix. It could be an insurance problem, it could be an investment problem, it could be a mortgage problem, and it's just understanding the minefield or myriad of products and product providers that are out there that's going to meet your expectations. It's complicated, and again, that's where an advisor fits in. If you just go directly to a product provider, you're only going to get their solution and you're only going to get their process. So it can be limited. It may or may not be fit for purpose, and more often than not, we find that it's not. And it's only that one solution. So that you've got to go to a whole raft of different product providers that you're responsible for managing the relationships with. And again, it's time consuming and complicated. At Apex, that's where we fit in. It's all about the advice, making it nice and simple for the client. The first protocol is to really understand what the client's financial circumstances are, unpack where the financial weaknesses are and what the client or what you are trying to achieve. Once that's understood, then you go and discuss the problems and ways of solving it, and then align that with a particular product or vehicle to solve that problem. Again, that's another benefit of working with an advisor. They get to look at the market. So they could use a number of different product providers. They're not just limited to one. And as your personal circumstances change, the product that you use and the product provider may need to change as well to meet your expectations. So you can't achieve that if you're just dealing directly with the product. The next port of call when you're looking at the relationship between the three parties is that the advisor is working for the client and not the product provider. And this becomes really, really important when it comes to claim timing, in particular if you're looking specifically at insurances. If you're having to make a claim on insurance, something's gone wrong with your health, then you've got a lot of stress in your life. So, it's the hardest time then to be trying to unpack and work out how to deal with the product provider. That's where we come in, especially if the claim is a bit grey. We've got a process that comes in and manages that in a timely fashion to get a reasonable outcome for you, and you can go focus on yourself and your family. So that's a huge benefit of having an advisor in the mix. Another component to that, especially working with an Apex advisor, is under our umbrella, we've got a number of different advice channels. Again, giving you one trusted point to call on that can deal with your investments, your mortgages, and your insurance. And if you can achieve that, then hey, that makes your financial life so much easier. One phone call, one meeting a year from a trusted source, as opposed to, as I said at the beginning, having to manage a whole raft of relationships. Very, very valuable, and for a number of our clients. So in a nutshell, there's three major parties in a financial relationship. There's you, there's the advisor, and the product provider. And it's really the relationship between the client and the advisor, so you and your advisor, that gets the best outcome. The product provider is just a vehicle to help solve the problem that's been uncovered by a strong relationship between you and the advisor. So hopefully that's giving you some clarity about the parties that are involved in having a strong and successful financial strategy for you. You know where to go to next time you've got a question. All right, thank you.